先生こんにちは。
こんにちは。
今日は先生のお話をちょっと聞かせていただきたいと思います。
I came to Japan in 1955. I just graduated from Carleton College in Minnesota, and Carleton and Doshisha had Shimai Ko Kanke, sister school relationship. And I was a senior in college. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I didn't want to go to graduate school right away. So I applied for this position in Japan, and fortunately I was chosen from among the students who applied to teach in Doshisha Fuzoku Kotogakko in Iwakura. And along with that, I had a responsibility for a dormitory for high school students who were studying in English and only were able to speak English in the house. It was called Carleton House. And I was teaching, like all other teachers, about 20 hours a week in the high school. Most of the students were graduates of the middle school, Dosha Middle School, and had had English for 3 years at least from native speakers, so they were quite good speakers of English.
同志社高校で先生が問題だと感じられたのはどんなことでしたか？
The students spoke English quite well, and I didn't speak any Japanese. Even after 2 years, I still could only say some common phrases. But I would ask the students to stand up in class and read from the textbook, and they did very well. And one young man was reading very well, very smoothly, but he stopped. And I said, go on, you can read some more. He said, I can't. I said, why? He said, I don't know the word, he said. I hadn't learned the word. But I said, then sound out the word. Look at the letters and sound out the word. He said, I don't understand what you mean. So he had no ability to transfer the knowledge of the words he knew to the unfamiliar words in the text. And this is the greatest problem for us, because we are basically, English is basically a very systematic language. If you know the relationship between letters, you can generally pronounce it. You can sound out, like George Bush, the President of the United States, used to say, read my lips. Look at my face, look at my mouth, and you can see what I'm going to say. He said, read my lips. Because he hadn't been taught, he didn't know how to pronounce unfamiliar words. And this troubled me for a long time. And when I went to Columbia, the first class I had in phonology was with Virginia Allen, and she had written a book called English Sounds and Their Spellings. And when I read the book and had her class, I said, that's it, naruhodo, kore desu. The way she taught that and numbered it from 0 to 9 in a very systematic way was a tool, an instant successful tool for teaching English. Had I had that skill before, I'm sure I would have taught very much better in middle school than I did.
その問題を解決するために先生はどんなことをされたんですか？
Well, first of all, I began to try it in the university using duplicated materials that I wrote up. And it worked fairly well. But I wanted to field test this in real school situation. And I went to the university department of English and asked the chief who would be the best teacher of this in Kumamoto. And he said immediately, oh, Yanoshita Yoshiko sensei would be the ideal person to work with. She's very enthusiastic and she has very good pronunciation, and she would be interested in researching this with me. And I did. I went to meet her.
矢ノ下先生、矢ノ下先生はグリーシイ先生に会われたのはだいぶ前のことだったんですね。何年前ですか？
もうですね、1979年。
ああ、だいぶ前ですね。
はい。
その頃の日本の中学校の英語教育、どんな様子で、また先生がグリーシイ先生に会われた時はどんな 様子でしたか？
もう私は戦後日本人がね全員英語を習うようになった第1回の生徒なんですけど、それからその西原で先生に出会うまではもうすでに30年は戦後経ってたんですけど、もう全然変わってませんでしたね。やっぱり相変わらず文法を教えたり、訳をさせたりするようなことで、もう音の指導っていうのはまず教員養成課程でまず習ってきません。だから教えることできないわけですよね。確かに発音が大事だ、発音をしっかりしてないと外国の方と全然コミュニケーションできないということ分かってるけど、それ教員養成の課程でも習ってないし、中学校高校大学何も習ってないので、教えることができなかったんですね。よく中学生のこと知ってます。で先生は理論を知ってます。だからまさに二人三脚ですね。それでティームティーチングしながら、先生のゼミの学生さんもですね、いろいろ研究に交わりながら、その入門期の子どもたちへのその指導法っていうのをそこで考えることができたんです。いやちゃんとルールがあるよって、アメリカ人の子供はね、幼稚園か小学校の低学年でちゃんと習うんだよって。先生そんなルールがあるんですか。でもう私はもう本当に背水の陣で、自分のクラスだけのパイロットのクラスですけども、こんなにいいことだったらもう絶対先生にしがみついてね、自分がまずそれを習って、そして若い先生方にこれ広めていかないといけないなと。先生は発表会を2年後にした時に、とても子どもたちがちゃんと知らない単語でも読めましたのでね、だからもう僕の理論はもうちゃんと成果が上がったから僕これでやめていいですって言われたの、学者だから。いや先生、皆さんがねそんなにいいものだったら私たちがねそれを実際教えたいから先生本書いてくださいって言われたんですよね。だからそこから苦しみが始まりました